Kristen Hole, Innovative Electrification Specialist with Four County EMC. Today, I'm in studio with one of our members, Frank Wolf from Wallace, and we're here to talk about his transition to an electric vehicle. Thank you. So thank you, Frank, for being here with us again. I appreciate it. So we're going to be celebrating National EV Day, World EV Day. And so I want to hear from a member who has an electric vehicle just to hear more about your experience. So tell me first, what type of vehicle do you have? What type of EV do you have?
Oh, we've only had it a couple of months. It's a 2025 a Cadillac Optic. It's the first year they've had that model.
Nice. What prompted you to switch from an internal combustion engine to an electric vehicle?
Well, in our case, it was a pretty easy decision because we live out just outside Wallace, about 35 miles from Wilmington. And 95% of our driving is either around Wallace or back and forth to Wilmington. So that was the majority of our driving. So we figured that with a charger in the garage, which we got, it was kind of a no-brainer. I mean, you charge it every night. You have basically a full tank, if you will, every morning. Don't mind skipping gas stations. So in our case, with the charger in the garage and driving habits that consisted of largely the local area, it was a pretty easy decision, actually.
Yeah. So for like savings, is that what I'm hearing more so? Like fuel savings or just
inconvenience?
Convenience.
I mean, we haven't looked at a gas station for a couple of months.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we have a full tank every morning. It's a piece of cake, actually.
Good. Now, what about long drives? Have you been on any long drives?
Well, actually, this is a timely question. We went up to see our oldest daughter and son-in-law in Western Virginia last weekend. So that was really our first trip out of the local area. And it was about a 700-mile round trip. And we stopped once at midpoint on the way up and once on the midpoint on the way back at a Tesla supercharger station. And I'm sure you know this, but Tesla's chargers essentially been adopted as the industry standard. So our car had the former port, so we had to buy a $225 adapter from Cadillac, which has been worth every penny because the Tesla network is, it's a game changer. I mean, it really is. It was fast. It took probably 45 minutes each time to charge to the level we wanted. And yes, that is longer than stopping at a gas station, which at first I thought would be a problem, but it really wasn't. I mean, you can sit in the car with the air conditioner running and listen to the radio or catch up on your emails, or one guy in the car next to us reclined his seat and took a little nap. Plus, most of the superchargers are near restaurants or fast food places, so you can go in and grab a bite. And the app on your phone tells you when it's charged to the level that you want. So really, it was pretty easy. Yeah. So that's really the only long trip we've had. I will say, though, if your driving habits consist of a lot of long trips, it could be a problem. And also, if you live in, say, an apartment complex or someplace where you can't have a home charger, that would be a problem. Yeah. But in our case, with few long trips and having a charger in the garage, it's been pretty easy.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, long trips, they're a little bit of an issue if you're pressed for time, but it really wasn't a problem in the one that we took.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what about, so thinking about folks who would have an EV if they were in a multifamily residence or an apartment complex, that would be difficult. What about your own challenges? Did you have your own adoption challenges or anything like that? I ask because, when I got my, I had a 4Runner and then I got a Model 3. And I bought the Model 3 used, so it's from a third party. So I didn't have a Tesla dealer to be able to walk me through every step of how to, bring it on. And even, I'm a millennial and it was a lot of technology. So
yes.
Did you have any challenges when you first purchased a vehicle?
Well, to their credit, the salesman that we had in Wilmington at the Cadillac dealership spent a lot of time with us, familiarizing us with the basics. And obviously, we're still having to scratch the surface of everything that's in the car. But in terms of just the basics, it really wasn't that bad. I mean, if you can operate a phone, you can handle this. Yeah, there's some differences, but it wasn't substantial. No. Now, in Tesla's case, obviously, you don't have dealerships all over, so that's a little bit different. But in our case, it really wasn't a problem.
That's good. That's really good.
At least so far.
Yeah, good. Not gonna win. No. But it also sounds like you have a good local.
Yeah, he was very helpful.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay. So you installed a charger at home. How did that go? Did you have a local electrician install it?
Yeah, I mean, we bought it from the Cadillac dealership. I think it was $700. And then, yes, we had we went online, and there was a licensed electrician in the area. Apparently, he'd done a few, and he came, and we told him where we wanted it in the garage, and he did just what we wanted, and it's right where we want it, right next to the charging port. And it cost a few $100s, but we got a rebate from you guys for a part of that. So no, it really wasn't an issue.
Okay.
I mean, it took a week or so for him to be able to do it. And we just charged a couple times at the charging network right where we live. So it really wasn't a problem.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good. That's good. That's what I was going to say. If you were able to, we already know the answer to this question, but we're pretend we don't. If you were able to take advantage of the rebate, but you mentioned that.
Oh,
so
yes,
that's
absolutely.
Good.
And that's a very nice program.
Good. Yeah.
Is.
Good to hear it. Awesome. What about any savings since you've made the switch? Have you noticed any savings from fuel or maintenance?
Well, certainly on maintenance. I mean, no tune-ups, no spark plugs, no oil changes. So sure. The initial cost is a little bit more. EVs are still, generally speaking, more expensive than comparable internal combustion engine cars, but that difference is shrinking. But yeah, that is a factor. And the other issue, of course, if you don't want to take the plunge right now, in the next couple of years, there's going to be more range, better charging infrastructure. You're going to have solid-state batteries. The charging will be quicker. So, I mean, it's getting better and better all the time, but it hasn't been an issue for us yet. Hybrids are also, a possibility. We seriously considered that, but you still have a lot of the regular maintenance issues as a regular car. So we just, bit the bullet. Also, most of the recommendations we got is for electric vehicles, at least for now, it's probably better to lease than to buy because the technology is changing so fastly and so quickly. And so, there is depreciation, but with a lease, that's not a problem. So, as long as you do your homework, I think you can do okay. At least we have so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like you have done a lot of homework. I know.
A little bit, not too much. Yeah.
Well, if you know about solid state batteries, that's good homework.
They're coming apparently.
Yes. So what made you, I guess, what was the point where you were like, I want to make the switch now, despite, because I hear from a lot of people, I'm going to wait until the range gets longer, till the price comes
sure.
down.
I mean, the range on ours is 300 miles. I think in actuality, it's closer to probably about 260, 270. But again, we don't travel long distances that much. It depends on your needs. I mean, if you travel a lot, a long distance, you're going to have, in fact, some of them now are up to 400-mile range, which, is about the same as a tank of gas. I mean, I think part of what made our decision was when all the manufacturers agreed to use the Tesla supercharger network, because the ones that were non-Tesla have been problematic from what we've read.
Yeah.
But with the Tesla ones, it's really not an issue. So that was, I think, that was a pretty good decision, standardizing on that port.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was a factor for us.
Yeah, they did. I'm glad that Tesla really, whenever everything got launched, they really did. They took over the charging game.
Absolutely.
I planned a round country trip with the Tesla charging infrastructure. Accounting for mild weather and things like that. There were some parts in the country where it seemed like it'd be a little dicey, but
we were stationed in Montana for 2 years, and that could be an issue. But it's getting better, and as long as you're traveling along interstates and that sort of thing, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
But there are some areas of the country where it would not be a good decision to buy an EV right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why it's important to kind of look at
Sure.
what is like if a member were to consider an electric vehicle. What are their lifestyle patterns? What are their needs?
Sure.
What are their goals?
Absolutely. It's an individual decision. It made sense for us. For others, it doesn't.
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely. And that's all good. Well, cool. Let's see. Okay. Environmental impact. Was a reduction in carbon footprint did that make any impact in your decision?
I'd like to say yes, but to be honest, that wasn't, sure, that's a bonus, of course. I don't mind that, but that wasn't a real reason what we did. It was all economic for us.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm very environmentally conscious, but still fiscally driven. So if I can save money on gas,
it's a nice added benefit.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Would you, for anybody who was going to make the switch to an electric vehicle, do you have any advice for them? I'm
the last person to give advice to anyone about anything, but just general, just common sense. Do your homework. I mean, consider your own driving needs. I mean, like I've already said, if you travel long distances, the added time for charging would be an issue.
Yeah.
If you don't have a home charger, I wouldn't recommend it. Just, consider your own requirements and obviously your budget. I mean, they are a little bit more expensive right now.
Mhm.
That'll get better over time.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about the cost of battery replacements, which would be substantial. But in our case, the battery is warranted for, I think it is 8 years.
Mhm.
I mean, there's no way we're going to have it that long.
Yeah.
So, but if you're a person who keeps your vehicle for, 8, 10, 12 years, probably wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah. Take that
So
into
it just
consideration.
depends on your individual situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Ethan actually had a question too. What's your favorite feature so far?
To be honest, just the linear acceleration. I mean, it's like a rocket ship. I mean, it's very quiet. I mean, it's immediate. Plus, at least in our particular model, there's some interesting features. For instance, there's no start-stop button. You open the door and you get in, and it's on.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're done driving, and it's in park, you just open the door and it's off. So I mean, there are a lot of little features that are kind of neat
Yeah.
that I didn't know about. But yeah, to be honest, it's pretty fun to drive.
It is.
I mean, it really is. It's immediate acceleration. It's very quiet.
Yeah. Have you gotten into an internal combustion engine and forgot to turn the ignition off? Because that happened to me a lot when I had my Tesla.
I actually haven't driven an internal combustion engine since then.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
that could be yes, I could see that.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
used to just getting
Right.
in, stepping on the brake, that turns the car on,
That's
and then
right. That's
you
right.
drive off. I was
Mhm.
actually driving a pool vehicle, and I had stopped somewhere, and I just got out of the car, and I was halfway across the street, and I said, I need to turn the vehicle off.
Oh yes, yes, I could see that. I did. Absolutely.
Yeah, so sometimes it happens. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much
Sure,
for
no
sharing
problem.
your
This
experience.
has been easy.
Yeah, it's been
And thanks
really,
for your rebate program.
Yeah, our pleasure.
That was,
Absolutely.
Pleasant surprise.
Yeah, for sure. We have other rebates too for electrification, so check those out on the
Okay.
website.
And credit to our electrician. He's the one who told us about it. So
Okay,
if not for him, we wouldn't have known this was possible. So
good. Do you
That's
mind
good.
if I ask who the electrician was?
Greg Wells,
Okay.
here in Wallace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he did a nice
Good.
job.
That's good. Good to hear that he's promoting the rebate as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, absolutely.
well, good. Well, to our members who are listening, if you ever have any questions about electric vehicles or electrification in general, feel free to give us a call. We're happy to help make the transition if it's right for you. And happy World EV Day.